Seasonal greetings to all and all but one. Joking. Um, Over the next few days or next week, I'm going to start doing my reaction videos to public post. And when I say public posts, it's public posts of misinformation. People who believe they have an understanding of constitutions and people who call the system corrupt, i.e., judges, government, solicitors, guards. Anyone that calls them corrupt and says they don't understand the law and so forth, well, I'm sorry to tell you, somebody has to tell you, it's you that doesn't understand the law, not them. Their system is going thousands of years, and some of them have paid thousands to learn the system. Some are bred into it. It's a language, a legalese language, a recognised language, just like French, Irish, and everything else. So it's not a deceptive language or a deceiving language. Anybody can go off and learn it. So to call these corrupt, from now on, when I see posts where people I think that has a bit of influence out there and start posting anything got to do with constitutions being a solution in any shape or form, mentioning any articles where most people only use a part of that article, they don't use the whole article or go in and explain what that article is about. So what I'm going to start doing, and it's with I reckon I'm going to get blocked from a few people, but again, I'm explaining stuff. If them people take it to heart and start blocking me, that's their fault. They should take it on board like I did throughout the years with certain things. Take it on board, go off and research, see if I'm correct, and if I am, employ it into your information and solutions. But don't charge people for it, because I don't charge people for what I do. And some people that do have an understanding will understand many solutions that's within videos and stuff I've done. People that don't have an understanding will take information, go off and rewrite it. First of all, if you see somebody who's trying to explain something or giving a solution, and they're going 5 lines, 6 lines, and it turns into an autobiography, to me that's just dazzle wording. Everything should be explained very simple. And if people remember when I used to do the internet radio station years ago, I broke things down to simplicity that most of us could understand. And that's why the few people used to listen in to me. I didn't understand it at the time, but used to say, Paul, it's because you break things down to simplicity that we understand. No dazzle with Paul, you see. Now, the only thing after that is a lot of people look for a solution very quick off me. They don't get a solution and they turn on me. So, they don't understand rules, regulations, contracts, constitutions, so forth, but they all want a solution. To me, that's a very stupid thing to do. I hear a lot of people talk about most people don't talk the talk or walk the walk. Believe me, I done enough talking and enough walking the walk, more so than nearly anyone I see out there that does the post. In fairness, I would say I've done a lot more talking and a lot more walking within the system and understanding it than any use. Through all the years, in and out of court cases, in and out of jails, never blamed anyone, accepted it all myself that I didn't have the understanding in what I was doing, and learned the whole way. When you're busy blaming others, I'm busy listening and learning, and to see where I go wrong. So therefore, when I see a lot of posts of stuff and people mentioning certain things, I know that they have no understanding. When they talk about talking the talk and walking the walk, I know they never talk the talk and walk the walk. When they talk about researching, I know they haven't done researching. All I have to do is go into their pages. You see nothing of research. I used to have a page there, Seeking Solutions, and everything I used to talk about was in there. Stuff I used to highlight, people would like. Don't think they had an understanding. Then I put link points for people to read stuff. Not many people read it. So I learned throughout the years. A lot of people out there are just looking for solutions. I could put up letters that I used to do years ago. And the letters, and I'm not being offensive here to anyone out there that's writing notices and all these sort of things and putting them up there. I have letters going back over 10 years that is worded better than what you are doing. A better understanding within me wording of what yours is. And even then I was incorrect about some of it and I've moved on. When people are talking about notices, contract, and all sorts of things, if you can't say it within 4 or 5 sentences, even less than that, if you can't say it in 3 sentences, but if you can't say it in 4 or 5 sentences, you don't know what you're doing. So you absolutely don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're talking about. And furthermore, an awful lot of people that's writing letters and notices, throughout their writing, they're shifting from one to the other. They have they might talk about constitutions, then they're talking about common law, they're talking about law of the land, that shows me you have no understanding. When you're on about taking a standing as the living man, or living man and woman, or taking a standing as the sovereign, that shows me you have no understanding. If you're claiming back your authority, claiming back sovereignty, that shows me you have no understanding. So, if you think me words are harsh at times, because you've got big followers and you've got a lot of people liking this, discredit my information. Don't attack me. Sometimes it might come across a bit harsh at times, but don't discredit me. Discredit the information, because I'll discredit your information. I'm not out to discredit you as a personally, because as I used to say years ago, we use the understanding and knowledge we have at the time. And that's true still, so it is. But that's what it is. We use the understanding and knowledge we have at the time. But sometimes, and don't get me wrong, I've done it in the early days years ago when I was down the rabbit hole, we learn a bit of information here and a bit over there, and we take away what sounds good nearly, or what we think is logic. I've done an awful lot of that till I researched and walked the walk. More importantly, that's how I done a lot. People that know me know my learning was done in and out of the court systems and jails, testing. That's what I was doing. I hadn't got the education, so I started educating myself throughout the years. And I went in and I tested. Years ago, I even brought a court case in myself just to show that it could be done. To test it. Again, get my own understanding that I could bring someone else. And it was a company that I brought in and challenged. I lost at the time, but I learned. I understand why. So don't be taking me words as an attack upon yous. It's upon the information yous are relaying out there. Some of yous are making profit from it. Fair play to yous. The way I see it, that's the people's fault for knocking off and learning. And again, yous are probably using the understanding and knowledge yous have at the time. Some people are very deceiving and know their wording is all dizzle dazzle. Now, this is a longer video than normal, but now in the new year, as I said, I'm going to start doing, trying to get around to doing a lot more videos on public posts. So if your post is public, talking about any of them issues, I'm going to be doing videos on it. So, wishing us all the best, and then